was watching The Weekenders the other day, as I often do, and in the middle of it, my daughter came in the room and asked to watch Dave the Barbarian. As I exited the video, I saw, created by Doug Langdale. I clicked on Dave the Barbarian, and after the intro, which slaps, and I will take no arguments, I saw once again, created by Doug Langdale. I decided to Google Doug Langdale to see if maybe he had a hand in something else that I recognized. And I was absolutely blown away that I had never realized how many of my favorite shows he had been part of in some way. Douglas Michael Langdale was born August 19, 1969, and grew up in San Diego, California. He started out as a waiter doing stand-up comedy and taking improv classes, but he ended up working on some of the best cartoons Disney had back in the day and becoming a producer and creator in his own right. Doug had written some plays, but never anything he had been paid for, when an animator in his improv group asked if he wanted to give animation a try. He met with Tad Stones in 1989 to work on a character for Darkwing Duck. He had been reading Sherlock Holmes and was inspired to pitch a villain who would become Professor Moriarty. Eventually, he freelance wrote an episode for the show and was hired to write more scripts. Doug worked for a year as a writer on Darkwing Duck until Disney offered him the position of story editor for a pay raise on the animated TV show Aladdin. He worked on Quack Pack, but when he asked for a second pay raise and was denied, he left Disney for a little while. He ended up creating his own show, Earthworm Jim, which aired on Kids WB, and he worked on a few projects there until the 2000s. In the 2000s, he came back to Disney to write a few times for Buzz Lightyear of Star Command and House of Mouse before he finally pitched a show to Disney called The Weekenders. The Weekenders was Doug writing about his life growing up with his divorced mother in San Diego. He had watched Recess and was thinking about other times during kids' lives and pitched Kids on the Weekend, everything but school. He didn't have a way to elaborate, so he just talked about his childhood, and eventually he got the green light. He received an email a while later calling his idea The Weekenders.
Like, they send me a contract for The Weekenders, and I'm like, what the hell is The Weekenders? Like, to this day, nobody knows who titled the show. Someone's assistant or something was like, oh, it's about Weekenders. And it went on some document, and then no one else could think of anything else to call it. And Eisner hated that title.
Oh,
he was like, when they picked up the show, he was like, the only thing is you got to change that title. It sounds like a romantic comedy from the 60s. And we were like, we will absolutely change that, Michael.
In October of 2009, he married his wife Candy, and they've worked on several projects together, including a stand-up act that stopped after 2019 due to the pandemic. He also did an interview on the Movie Podcast in 2020, where I got a lot of information for this video. I'll have it linked below. You should definitely go and check it out. And I've only scratched the surface of all the projects he's worked on in this video, but here's a few honorable mentions. Pinky, Elmira and the Brain, The Mr. Potato Head Show, Ozzy and Drix, The Looney Tunes Show, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Adventures of Puss in Boots. More recently, he's worked on Cleopatra in Space, Maya and the Three, A Tale of Dark and Grim, Dogtonian and the Three Musketowns, and Samurai Rabbit, The Usagi Chronicles. So were you surprised by any of this information? Go check out Doug's new works on Netflix, and I'll have his website linked below where you can go and check out clips from his stand-up tour. Also, he said he would love The Weekenders and Dave the Barbarian on Disney+. Disney Plus had announced in 2019 on Twitter that it would be uploaded, but it never was. If you have time, leave the feedback that you'd like those shows added on Disney Plus so we can all enjoy them in their entirety once again. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!